So this is how you don't ship cards on eBay or through the mail in general. I ordered some cards from people on eBay, Pokemon cards in particular, but they're essentially the same as all other cards. And I have them in order of better shipment to terrible. And none of these are as good as the shipment that I will discuss in further videos, the shipment technique. But they're also not as time or cost efficient, quite frankly. I mean, they cost less, but it is absolutely not an efficient use of those costs versus my method. Alright, so the first one, this one is decent. Alright, so big envelope, has one stamp, so it's good that they only had to do one stamp. Thank you. And it's a shadowless Bulbasaur. Alright, so there we go. It's wrapped in this paper, and it's in a top loader. And there's no penny sleeve. So ideally, there we go. Ideally we want a penny sleeve in the top loader, otherwise the card could come out, but it was wrapped in this, so I guess we don't need the penny sleeve, although the penny sleeves are literally a penny. So they are very cost efficient. Alright, but that's decent. I mean, nothing's going to happen with that. Also, the envelope is centered and bendable for the most part, and, you know, is not too rigid throughout or thick, so it's a pretty decent envelope. Alright, so that's the best one. Now this one's next. This one is also wrapped in paper with the receipt, and this one is a shadowless item finder, and, oh, there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay, so 3 shadowless item finders. Alright. So these are put on some cardboard, some, looks like frosted mini wheats or something like that. Maybe off-brand frosted mini wheats. Alright, so, and it was wrapped in my receipt. Alright, so that's pretty decent. Pretty decent. So this person, though, this person cuts out cardboard for everything they send. So for every shipment that their operation sends out, they must cut a square of cardboard out of a cardboard that they acquire somewhere. I don't know if it's just from food they eat, but then they'd be eating a lot of processed food, especially if they wanted to scale up their operation. So, and also, this is not a top loader. This is not nearly as protective and as, like, unbendable as a top loader. Top loaders cost 4 cents, 5 cents when you buy them in a small bulk. So you might as well just buy them and use the 5 cents and protect it and have a permanent and consistent solution. Because cutting out little squares of cardboard boxes, of cereal boxes that you're acquiring, is not worth 5 cents per square of your time. Alright, so the next one, this one is in a top loader in this. It was just loose. It was not taped in here or centered or anything. Notice how the other two were centered because of the paper and taping it to the paper. But this one is just thrown in here loose. Sorry that your name is exposed. Obviously this is not defamation because I am showing your precise shipment. I haven't even opened it yet. So this person, there is a penny sleeve on the card in a top loader, but then the sticker is covering the top loader, and from everything I've read and experienced, it seems like general kind of attitude that it is bad to do this. And I've had people complain that my tape was touching the card when there is absolutely no way that my tape was even touching the card. So in this case, the tape is capable of touching the card, you know, maybe, I don't know. I just don't really like that. Also, note that all three of these, if this got wet, they would be destroyed. None of them have water protection. Alright. And then the final one. This one is pretty great. I can't even read where this one is coming from. Alright, so in here we got a card wrapped in plastic wrap. We have a Shadowless Voltorb. One card by itself in a baggie with no paper or anything to protect it other than a plea to the careless post office employees to not bend. So, this is the worst I've ever received. I mean, it might even be better to just throw the card in here without this plastic bag. Plastic bag kind of adds thickness and you could get caught on something and then, yikes. And it has no protection. But at least it's protected from water in the plastic bag. Not really though. So that's the worst. So next I'm going to show you the appropriate way to actually ship cards. And I'll show you how to ship cards for many different amounts of cards. I mean, if you have one card, obviously it's going to be very different from if you have 5,000 cards or 50,000 cards. But I mean, once you get too high, once you get into the like 500,000 or more of cards, then you need new shipping methods. But anyway, all right, let's learn how to ship cards correctly.